Breaking news, Vincent Kompany has announced that he's leaving Man City to become the player manager of Belgium's side, Anderlecht. And we're also going to talk about Man City's fantastic 6-0 win against Watford in the FA Cup final. So Bill, first of all, let's talk about the FA Cup. What an amazing result for City.
Yeah, no, brilliant result. You know, they're obviously the favourites, but to win 6-0 against a good Watford team. And it wasn't like Watford played badly. Just Man City are far too good. And so yeah, to win 6-0 equal the record for the highest victory in the final. Yeah, it was just awesome. They were scintillating. And Watford had chances, don't get me wrong, but yeah, City were just ruthless. And they didn't even have their strongest team out as well.
Exactly. I just want to say for Watford anyway, I'm sure a lot of the fans would be gutted, as you like, to lose 6-0, but you can still walk away proud of your team, because they still played well. But City, again, they're just a different level, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're just beyond. But fantastic season for them, though, isn't it?
No, unbelievable achievement to be the first English side to get a domestic treble. And what a way for Vincent Kompany, the captain, to finish his career at Man City.
Oh, exactly. And I don't think anyone saw that coming, did they? That he was...
No.
I know that people were talking about, is he going to retire, is he going to go or whatever.
Or even stay at City.
Exactly. There's all kind of rumours, but I don't think anyone expected this.
Yeah.
When you told me this morning, I was like, what?
Yeah. That's the thing. They usually do something like this. It'd be someone would tell the press, or it'd be leaked to an agent or something, but it wasn't the case at all. I mean, it was only announced on his Facebook page this morning. He did like an open letter, two-part open letter to the fans, explaining his decision that he's leaving and that he's taking up the player-manager role at Anderlecht and how that come about. Yeah, very, very surprising, but I think we're chatting a bit about how we think he'll do, but yeah, at least he's staying in football, and he will be in a sort of playing capacity anyway.
Yeah, exactly. First of all, I just want to say, although it's a shock to us, and you'll know you'll talk a bit more about the open letter, but he's clearly planned this for a while.
Yeah.
It was, so he probably thought, I'm going to have a great season, end on a high. I think there's two ways of looking at it. I think he has left with respect. He's done a really nice open letter, and he'll always be looked at as a legend. And he loves City, and mate, he's done so well, hasn't he? Yeah. Since Mark Hughes originally signed.
Been there 11 years, so 2008 he signed. That's how long he's been there. And I'm not sure the exact figure on the transfer fee. It must have been less than 10 million, which is an absolute bargain for how well he's done there and what he's achieved.
Oh, incredible. But I think there's probably going to be two kinds of, a bit of a divide to some people with City fans. Some people might be like, what a legend, he's leaving on a high, and I wish him all the best, and I see why he's done that.
Yeah.
He just wanted to have a good season and not be distracted by loads of questions, just live it up to the full and then announce he's leaving. Some fans may be disappointed that he didn't announce sooner, that this is my last season and this is what I'm going to do.
Yeah, maybe, but I think we saw that during the, especially during the Leicester game, where he scored that incredible goal in the top corner, where he was waving to the fans. I think that was a bit of a sign that he might be leaving, but we didn't know, did we, at the time? But so I think there was a bit of that, and obviously lifting the trophy in front of the fans at Wembley, I think that was a good send-off as well.
No, but I think they'll have utmost respect for him, going forward. So, but what's your thoughts on him going forward for Anderlecht?
Yeah, this be a big challenge. I mean, we've seen over the years player-manager roles haven't particularly been successful, but if anyone's going to make a success of it, it will be Vincent Kompany. We've seen it with his leadership qualities. At Man City, he's been the captain for a number of years, and we've seen it when he's appeared on football, punditry and talk shows and stuff. He speaks so eloquently and he's incredibly intelligent. So I think it could work out for him. I don't think he'll play a huge amount of games. We've seen that with his injury problems the last few years. He's played 15, 20 games a season, but when he has played, he's made a real difference, hasn't he? So I reckon that'll be a similar number of games he'll play, but focusing more on the management side of things as well. I mean, in the statement, the open letter on his Facebook page, it mentioned that he stopped at Anderlecht's training ground on his way to international duty last year. And then later on in the season, the newly appointed technical director, Frank Arneson, who was at Chelsea and Spurs previously a few years ago, they organised some technical sessions now to build a strong playing identity based on attractive attacking football. And Anderlecht has a tradition of having fantastic youth, but they need to bring that to the present day, really. That's what he said. And he spoke very well about Pep Guardiola. He said,
fitting tribute.
Yeah, exactly. I've learned so much the last 3 years from an incredible manager. Pep Guardiola reignited my love for the game. I've witnessed, participated, analysed, absorbed, studied. Man City play the football I want to play. It is the football I want to teach and to see played. So that's amazing words there. That's just part two of his open letter. But I mean that's a big challenge to try and play that style of football anywhere.
But you've got to start somewhere, haven't you?
Exactly. Yeah. I mean the thing with Anderlecht, they haven't won the league since the 16-17 season. So it's been a couple of seasons where they haven't won the league. They finished 4th in the Belgian First Division last season. So that's probably why they've brought in Kompany, because it hasn't quite worked out the last couple of seasons. So yeah, it's a challenge for him, but it's not. I wouldn't say it's impossible.
Yeah, he'll be able to bring strong leadership to the team. He'll have that drive of wanting to become a manager, but equally still be able to play. You know, and be great at the back. And so yeah, it'd be good to see. You know, next season, you know how he does. And again, it's like any new manager, people need time. So
it's good that he's going to have a full pre-season as well. It's not like Thierry Henry, another recently, a few years ago he retired, but didn't really do well at Monaco, but he went in middle of the season. It's difficult. We saw that with Gary Neville as well at Valencia. It's difficult if you're going midway through the season. So he's going to have a full pre-season. He knows the club. He played there before he joined Hamburg. So I think he's got if he's going to be successful, I think he's got every chance, to be honest. So now let's talk now, Ryan, about his Manchester City career. I mean, he's got to be up there surely with not only one of Man City's greatest ever players, but also one of the Premier League's best defenders as well.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, when you look back at not just defenders or midfielders or anything like that, if you just look at all-time greats of the Premier League, you do think of your Alan Shearers, you do think of your Roy Keanes, you do think of your Vieiras, Henry.
Yeah.
The list goes on, and he is now. You'll always look back at the Premier League and talk about Vincent Kompany. He's got that legendary status. So I just, he's. I think he earned that a few years ago. To be fair, he was always there. But I think when someone leaves, it's like all different kind of departures. When someone retires, when someone goes to a different country, when some people sadly pass away. You know, you sort of reflect on their career more. It's like an end of an era, and that's when you realise they were a legend. They were fantastic, and that's when you talk about them more. It's a shame that we don't always give them the credit in the present tense. You know, but I think looking back on it, he'll always go down as a legend. Yeah,
no, absolutely. I mean, no one would have thought he'd have the career he did have at City when Mark Hughes signed him. He was signed as a holding midfielder. So, for less than £10 million, no one would have expected him to be a captain and be a mainstay of the side for 11 years. But even early on, he was so key in Man City's first trophy for a number of years, the 2011 FA Cup, when they beat Stoke, I think it was, and then their first Premier League title. That famous Aguero season, when they were
never forget that,
when they were toe-to-toe with Man United, he scored that crucial goal, 1-0 at the Etihad when they beat Man United towards the end of the season. He just really grew from there. In the next few seasons, he's won 4 league titles now, 4 League Cups, 2 FA Cups. Stuff of legend, and then surely he'll have a statue built after him, or maybe a stand named after him in the future.
Oh, absolutely. And he's an intelligent guy. He likes momentum. He likes doing things methodically. So he's obviously probably thought, you know, I've won the treble, plus of, you know, the Community Shield, everything. Fantastic season, 98 points.
Yeah. Where can he go from there?
You know, there is the Champions League, you know, but there's talks of maybe a ban, and it could be 2-3 years before they could win it. So he's probably he's not going to be a first team player forever.
Yeah.
So he's won the treble. So
he can always come back, can't he?
Exactly, but end on a high.
Yeah.
You know, and that's probably his logic behind it. And I wish him all the best.
Yeah. No, I think, you know, he's been, obviously, a legend of the time we've been watching football in the Premier League. Yeah, wish him all the best. We'll see how he does, but no, I'm sure we'll give it a good go. We'll track his progress in the next few years.
Absolutely.
Well, thanks, Ryan. All right. All the best to Vincent. All the best to Vincent Kompany. So, thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our channel. Give us a follow and like on Facebook and Twitter. Comment below how you think that company will get on at Anderlecht. And we'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Cheers.